What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here from the Steel City Renegades. And if you need auto parts, there's only one place that I know I go, and that's Detroit Auto Parts. Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Red Line Radio LLC. They have two convenient locations on the east side. You can call 216-531-7373, or on the west side, call 216-398-7373. Mention Redline Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. So don't forget, if you need any parts for your vehicle today, reach out to Detroit Auto Parts, the official home and auto parts store of Redline Radio LLC. What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here, the host of Money's Crazy Mind and Steel City Renegades. And you know, Redline Radio LLC is proud to partner with Growing Wings Adult Services for the creation of our brand new state-of-the-art production studio. Growing Wings Adult Services has been assisting adults with disabilities in the Northeast Ohio area for the past 5 years. For more information on how Lisa and the team at Growing Wings can assist your family, you can contact Lisa at 234-334-7547. Again, that's 234-334-7547.
What's going on, everybody? It is Tim Buck 2 from Tim Buck Tuesday. And you know, I really hate doing home improvement, but I love the way it looks. So what I do is I call Wiggins Construction and Home Improvement. They fix bathrooms, windows, kitchens, sliding doors, and much more. Give Will a call today at 440-731-7654 and tell him Redline sent you. He'll get your house looking right in no time. Yo, Dave, I really appreciate you letting me do my thing over here at Redline Radio LLC.
Tim, ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, well, you know I love them chicken wings. I got a couple buddies that's trying to come on and do a podcast. You got anything for them?
Heck yeah, we do. Just have them give me a call.
Bet. I'll have them call 440-503-0828.
Tim, don't forget to tell them that we're available on all social media platforms.
And you can't forget about the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
Damn, how'd I forget about that?
You was probably thinking about them little people again.
Damn, I probably was.
That's cool. They just trying to be a part of the winningest radio station in Cleveland.
And we got the hardware to prove it.
What's going on, everybody? Lee Money here from Money's Crazy Mind. And I don't know about you guys, but I know that sometimes after my trash has been picked up, man, does my garbage can smell like, well, trash. Well, if you have the same problem that I'm having, then you can reach out to Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning LLC. They offer trash can cleaning and pressure washing. Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning is locally owned, eco-friendly trash can cleaning service in Northwest Ohio, serving North Ridgeville and the surrounding areas. You can reach Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning LLC at 440-752-1533 or at their website, ftbcusa.com, or you can email Brandon at ftbcusa.com, or you can check them out on Facebook, FTBCUSA. And of course, if you mention Redline Radio while you book a service, you receive 10% off the first service. That's an awesome deal. And don't forget to reach out to Fitz's Trash Bin Cleaning Service LLC today.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, hey, I'm on my early bird, I ain't about to go worm hunting. I'm an early bird, It's Monday morning, I got minutes to tend to. Might drop a tear if you knew what I done been through, but that was just a year, and now we finally here.
What's going on, everybody? Lee Money.
Hey, what time is it? Go. Hey, man, go. Cuz on the grapevine. Go, grapevine, go. 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 Grapevine, go. Go, grapevine, go. Grapevine.
Hey yo, it's Friday, Monday, I'm about to get loose. So grab the Swisher Sweet, a bag of tree, and Tito's to the juice. Your coke in your head, what we at it again. Gotta love the grapevine, you should be telling a friend. Never shy, hella fly, even the birds see the finest. And you can't out cheat me, so call me the highest. I'm Charlie Brown, you minus, boy, I'm nice with the shit. Golden bars like Fort Knox, boy, I'm tight to spit. Boy, you might get hit with a dose of this shit. The type of game I spit, I try to reach your brains with the shit. It's infotainment, and can't nobody else claim it. What I'm saying is that I'm in my own lane, I ain't playing. I put the mother do the same. Listen, look, Uncle Grape is the name you should be calling me. But Red Line Friday 6 to 8 is where you ought to be. It's gonna be a slaughter, boy, I'm killing the numbers. Red Line make you hot, boy, we killing the summer. Great rap on the Hummer with the trunk full of thunder. How much time do I really study Stevie Wonder? When it comes to this knowledge shit, I'm one of the best. And your boy hella dope like a Bobby Brown piss test. No, it needs spot. You dig that? Hey man, Friday 6 to 8, man. It's yours truly, another Grape. Play Tim. What's next? I promise it's not that much.
Liar.
Bullshit. It's not that much. Hey, I play the next one after that, Tim. Hey, welcome everybody to the Grape Vine, baby. We're gonna get it cracking in just a couple of minutes, man. Hey, what's going on, Mo? Lisa, what's going on? JG, what's happening, baby? How y'all? The one, you know, the cool one I just did, the cool one. Can you find the cool one? Excuse us, Sam's trying to find the cool one. Turn me back on. Yes, Lord. JG, man, appreciate you, baby, man. Everything you do for us. Damn sure be like our next meal, goddammit. We got a good show for y'all tonight, man. I hope y'all enjoy it.
Is this motherfucker on? All right, now listen up. We're about to do it to your ear holes, both of them. With me, as always, is a dangerous crew, and yes, the rumors are true. I'm the most dangerous man at Red Line Radio, the host with the most, the overdose. From the pineapple to the big apple, from the frozen state to the golden gate. Want a dose of this infotainment? I'm here to demonstrate. It might be a goat in the coat or a pig in the wig. They all gonna tune in to the grapevine, can you dig? So let's not waste no time, but we're not gonna rush. It's time to get this party started. And Tim, it's not that much.
Stop laughing, cuz for real. Hey, not even that much. Damn, stop tripping, cuz.
Motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers, one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
Hey, now, say now. It could be a goat in the coat or a pig in the wig. Can you dig? Our special guest just walked through the door, so without further ado, it's time to get this thing cracking. Yes, y'all. Can you dig it? It's the host with the most, the overdose, man. I am the man that they call Grape, the most dangerous man at Red Line Radio. And as always, with me is the dangerous crew. And Tim is telling me I can't be too dangerous right now, even though, frankly, I'm just not here. I'm just here so I don't get fined. And my goddamn me, what's his name? Am I Marshall? Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Anyhow, without further ado, welcome to the Grapevine, baby. It's Friday at 6 o'clock. You already know we about to do it to you in every ear hole, baby. I am him is me, and I am him. Can you dig it? There's a whole bunch of niggas that try to imitate it, but they could never duplicate it. Can you dig it? Anyhow, without further ado, man, we're going to go ahead and get into the introductions because we got a doozy of a show for y'all. To the right of me, as always, a nigga trying to squeeze my wife's titty every time he gets a chance. I'm gonna fuck y'all up behind that bullshit y'all got going on.
First off, is my titty getting squoze?
What the fuck is a squoze? A squeezed it?
I squeezed it.
Did you mean squeezed it?
No, I said squoze.
Somebody looked at it in the goddamn Geneva Convention. Security. See, this motherfucker's on. We on the borderline of divorce right now. A lot of motherfuckers because her collegiate skills is not that up to par. You know what I mean? She don't speak good English. She don't conjugate well. Since when did?
Since when did?
I rest my case.
Whatever, nigga. Anyhow, it's the nigga who breaks every toilet he gets to every time he gets a chance. In fact, we just had a goddamn me 10 broke the toilet sighting. I had to catch live footage of what this fuck ass toilet is on TV. That cheap on TV.
put it in shambles, just like he did our bathroom downstairs. Tim, roll that beautiful shit footage. Holy shit! That's what they pulled out of the goddamn toilet. Oh, Peterman. There's been a Tim Turner sighting. And my wife keeps rubbing on this nigga titties.
It helped me shit easier.
This is bullshit.
You don't see that log?
We all seen that log. Nigga, they had to get a crane for that bullshit. They shut down construction around some shit downtown in the flats. They were like, nigga, we need this turd about it.
I felt 20 pounds lighter.
At least. Anyway, brother, how was your week, man? What you got going on? Why don't you tell the people who you are, where you are, even though they know you from being with me mostly. But tell the people what you got going on, all the cool shit you did this week.
Well, the coolest shit this week was what you just seen them pull out. That was easily the best shit that happened to me this week. I did some comedy with CC Bullock.
Shout out to CC Bullock with her own. She celebrated her birthday more than anybody in the history of birthdays. That nigga had a birthday every 3 days. I was sick of that shit. Hey, comedian CC Bullock, it's my birthday, bitches. This nigga just wanted hella presents.
It was dope though, man. I guess I did good enough. She bringing me back in August the headline, man.
Well, I want you to know in this shit, if you plan on fucking her old ass, you got to be a millionaire or a billionaire. She said your initials got to be M or B. I said shit. My initials was Michael Bradley. Funny cause you must not. Hey. Shit, the nigga Spike Lee said her nigga was hard as fuck one day. That motherfucker was busting out through the coat. Why is my wife about to choke? She's about to strangle me. She behind me still. Rich, wink one time if she's behind me. Anyhow, brother, what you got going on, man? We'll talk to the people, man.
Well, I'll be doing the battleground on Sunday the 16th. I'll be co-hosting that thing, man. It's gonna be a performance-based competition for artists in the city.
Yes, Lord.
Big Envy Jazzo, she got the belt right now and she plan on keeping it, but it's a lot of people at her neck right now.
Man, if he come off the top rope, she don't stand a chance.
So I will be there to see her either defend her title or see who the new champion is, man.
Can I jump in on your behalf?
You can
perform hit her with a titty, nigga. She don't stand a chance for real. I got like a junior cruiserweight size titty, but you come and hit her with that. I'm gonna hit her with the jab.
Cup.
What?
An A cup. You ain't doing nothing with that.
I could swing around at least 6 times if I and maybe catch motherfucker with that back titty. See, Tim got 4 titties.
He got the Oscar De La Hoya titty. Like, he
got them George Foreman titties.
No, my shit is smoking Joe Frazier.
Hey man, why don't you tell the people where they can find you at besides fans only at Cuttabuck? But I need my cut, nigga.
You ain't getting your cut from Cuttabuck. Anyway, you can find me on Instagram. That is TIMBUKTU_31 Timbuktu31. Find me on TikTok the same way. And if you want to know what Timbuktu stands for, it's Timothy Washington Jr. That is how you find me on Facebook,
nigga. Anyhow, bitch. Can I get a bitch? Don't cut us off already. I ain't said nothing about the trannies. I ain't said nothing about the goddamn Jewish people. I ain't said nothing about gay rights and activism and how the mother. They gonna pull the plug on this motherfucker fast before I get a chance to introduce my big brother. They gonna pull the plug on us, huh? Fuck them. I'm only here so I don't get fined. Give me some Skittles, nigga. Anyhow,
that's the Skittle sound.
I could taste the rainbow. Hey, you know what I heard about Skittles? I heard that they, no matter what, they mind fucking you. I heard that all them different colors, it's all the same flavor. Cause can you believe that shit?
I don't believe it. I taste different flavors.
It's a mind fuck. They are discontinuing those in California.
They're discontinuing
I'm never
Skittles.
Going back home.
Only
you
in
can't
California.
Do shit in California. You can't smoke blunts. You can't goddamn buy no Newports.
What is Marshawn Lynch gonna do?
Only be there so he don't get fined and then move somewhere else. But anyhow, to the left of me is the one they call Lady Grape, and to the right of her is the love of her life. In case you ain't know it, I am him. But
I'm also to the right of her.
The immediate right, motherfucker, not the far right, fat right.
You set yourself up for that one.
Why don't you try comedy? Anyway, to the left of me is my beautiful, lovely, adores every step that I take throughout the day, and every sleep and snore and poop that I make in the night. Lady Grape.
That is so false.
You know what? we ain't gonna have this fart debate on the camera right now because you have far superior farts. I wish we could both fart right now so they could see what's going on for real. I don't even know if she.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a lady.
No comment. What up, Dave? What's up, Dave?
You gotta say, "What's up, Dave?"
We got the hardware to prove. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
I love that.
Anyhow, what's going on cool with you besides being with me? What the fuck is all the snickering and sniffling and shit about? Giggle puff?
Giggle puff.
The fuck? Anyhow, come on, man. Let's get to it. How you doing, baby?
I'm doing fantabulous.
I know you. I would be too if I was with me. Shit.
Has nothing to do with you.
I bet it don't. You've been a hater since I met you. Everybody knows that.
Oh, well, I got an amazing hug today.
Fuck you. Fuck him. Fuck all four of his titties. Fuck that back.
Actually, it's 6 titties, nigga. Don't disrespect me, nigga.
I'm sick of this. This is beginning to be harassment. I feel like I'm being harassed at work.
You the one came for my titties.
Yeah.
I didn't come on nobody's titties.
You ain't coming on that. Nah, pause.
What you just said? Because I had something in my ear. I was getting distortion. What did happen? Who came on them titties? Oh, never mind. Anyway, back to you. Anything cool happened for you this week? Besides that bitch walking out of work on you? My wife got a car a lot. Some niggas came in there and got rough. And man, the motherfuckers took off running. She was the only one standing there. She kicked the fuck out of me. I think I'm saying about this. Anyway, did anything happen to you besides nobody coming into the car lot and nobody running out on you when they were scared?
Anyways, I had an amazing week.
I would too if I was with me.
Tisk. No, nothing to do with you.
Anyway, you got anything cool to say before we get into the next shit or no? We got a baby on the way, grandbaby, and we got a gender reveal
coming soon.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if it's a little girl, I'm gonna trip that little motherfucker. Every time she starts trying to walk, I'm gonna trip her little ass. She gonna come through. You know how ladies do the little stupid walk.
You are a hater.
I hate little baby girls.
Why?
Because I got 3 of them. Fuck
that is your fault. That's nobody's fault but yours.
Out of my 3 daughters, I like a third of them.
Do you know
1/3?
Do you know why you have all girls?
Because I was a bad mother. Shut your mouth, and everybody knows.
Shut your mouth.
Everybody got all girls.
I was a woman too.
That's why you have all daughters.
Guess what? I ain't got to worry about no granddaughter problem because my girls like my girls like girls. I ain't got to worry about their grandbaby.
Not all of them. Yeah.
Fuck you, man. Why don't you tell the people where they can find you at, man, so we can get on into the show, man. We ain't got that much time.
You can find me here every Friday, 6 to 8 hours, sitting next to this big hairy guy. He needs to be shaved up for the summer.
I didn't shave that one butt cheek. I learned my lesson.
Right now, you look like a silverback gorilla.
Rich looking at me like, what butt cheek? So listen, Rich, you know me, I'm funny, right? So she has a bad habit when I get in the shower. She likes to come and do goofy shit. Don't look at those things, those cards on the front of you too. That's the exercise for later. You gonna look at them, yeah. They're not blank.
Oh, okay.
But we gonna get to them just a little bit later. Okay. So a little drill we do here on the Grape Vine.
I got you.
But anyhow, man, so she do goofy shit. Like she pulled the curtain back and she like, I love you, baby. So I seen her razor sitting there. I said, this motherfucker pull that curtain back. I'm gonna shave my ass cheek with her razor. So she pulled that motherfucker back and I took a shave from the bottom of the cheek to the top of the back.
I couldn't get mad. All I could do was laugh just for the simple fact because I know what's going to happen in a couple days when that hair grows back.
Man, so
he's going to be like a dog dragging his ass across the ground.
So fast forward 2 days later, we jump on a plane to go to the West Coast. My ass still ain't stopped itching. That was months ago. Anyhow.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And I'm so happy for me. Anyhow, man, tell the people they can find your square ass out again so we can keep this shit going.
Again, next to your square ass 6 to 8 every Friday on the Grape Vine.
These squares stay sharp on all 4 corners.
Instagram, Lady Grape Junior. I'm the only Lady Grape. So it's Lady Grape _726 on Instagram.
All those other women, I promise, Lady Grape.
And on Facebook, I choose not to.
She only want to claim Facebook if we shared it, if we got that goofy ass page that I'm not paying on.
No, because maybe I don't want everybody on my personal page. So if you want to
But you're a
find
public
me,
figure, supposedly.
yes, you can find me on Instagram on my public page.
Oh, okay, good. So now I was debating whether or not I want to bring in my big brother, but I don't want to have him sitting over there because he's way too important to just be sitting over there for 15, 20 minutes, man. No, we gonna bring you on in, man. Listen, man, the man sitting across from me is goddamn it one of the most humble, dopest, down to earth, definitely one of the most funniest, hard working brothers in the whole. Listen, the whole state, man. The whole state, maybe even the whole region, right? He goes by the name Big Rich Green. And he's a seasoned comic that travels the globe performing for crowds across the country. Originally from Cleveland, Big Rich is a regular at the Improv, the Funny Bone out in Columbus, the Helium Club out in Indiana, and Club Buffalo. Plus, he has this thing cracking that Sam Silk, don't nobody every Sunday, man. The dopest. I'm talking about one of the biggest big dogs in the city with this comedy shit. My brother, Big Rich Green. Welcome to the Grape Vine, good sir.
Thank you for having me. That's a heck of an introduction. I need him.
Just walking around with you everywhere.
Hey man, listen, I'll do it for free for you, brother. Shit, you know,
Hey, anytime I'm feeling bad, I'm gonna replay this. Like, okay.
Welcome to the Grape Vine, brother, man. We're gonna get into our whole interview right quick, but why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself, who you are, where they can find you at, and then we're gonna do a little bit more of the intro of the show, and then we're gonna get into the thick of things.
Let's do it. Hey, once again, that was a heck of an intro, man. I appreciate being here. I've been in this studio before, but I ain't never been in when it's been this sexy.
Oh yeah, you know,
this is
a little different. Hey, you know, it's your fine ways.
Hey, this like E40. I think E40 need to be in here. You know what I'm saying?
Sprinkle me, man.
You smell me?
Shout out to Uncle Earl.
Hey man, but no, you got the ambiance popping off, man. I love it. Just everything you said, you know, you can catch me around the city, catch me around this country, doing my thing.
Yes,
you know, doing my things. But Sundays at Silks, come check me out. Sundays at Silks. I put together a showcase. You know, I like showcasing Northeast Ohio's talent.
Absolutely. And we appreciate you for that, brother. You give these dudes a dope platform, homie.
Hey man, I appreciate them coming through, and they are what make it successful. Without them, it's not successful.
I'm gonna let y'all in on the secret. You guys might not have heard this before if you've never been there. I've never been to an empty or a not packed to capacity Big Rich show. Sam Silk Sunday, they're gonna charge you $17.50 plus a $5 gratuity fee for a goddamn fish dinner. We gonna go ahead and pay it because we fuck with the homie Big Bro. Go crazy.
Hey, it's delicious though. That food be delicious, boy. I'm addicted to that chicken.
Hey, them gator bites is
man. Everything on that menu. So
shout out to the whole camp over there at Sam Silks too, man. We appreciate y'all, and we definitely appreciate you, Big Rich, for providing us with the platform. But yeah, go ahead and tell the people your social media.
Oh yeah, so you can find me anywhere at Big Rich Comedy. That's anywhere. You can put that in. Google me at Big Rich Comedy. You'll find something I'm doing. And I appreciate the opportunity to be on your platform.
Oh man, I appreciate you taking me, man. This nigga like he took me up under his wing and shit. I'm like a little dirty comedian that nobody want to fuck with. He's like, what the fuck is him and Tyrone? They're like my comedian spiritual advisors. I'm like, hey man, is this shit funny? Is this shit funny?
Naturally funny. You a naturally funny brother.
You know, I was be trying, but thank you. There's a lot coming from
naturally
you.
So
funny.
you were like Pigpen to them?
Yeah, I was a few. Yeah,
no, pig. How you gonna do that, man? Like that?
Hey, I came in there, they was busting it like, nigga, you got listen. You got some legs on you. You got cleaning the motherfuckers up. You're dirty around the neck area. First of all,
if we could put on what you talk about on stage, nobody could fuck with you on and comedy. Excuse my language. Nobody.
No, we just Grape Vine, bro. You can say fuck
no,
damn shit.
The stuff he says off stage is. I said he got to be high. He got to be high.
I usually am, but I'm just, you know.
But you know, you one of the people. You ever sit and talk to somebody like this? Got to be one of the funniest people I ever met in my life, man. I'm like, is it? I thought you were performing there.
Nope, that's natural.
And he like, no, I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, like, man, this is what the fuck it is. But thank you, man, bro. Coming from you, that means. And then, well, with my natural born ability, these guys have been taking me under their wing. They've been teaching me all about the back door, hitting that shit from the back, nigga. What's it called again?
Once again, it's called a callback. It's a callback.
Hey, I was trying to listen.
Pause.
Hard pause with a hard consonant after that. A callback. Man, so I remember the first time I did it, I called the nigga Tyrone. I said, hey, cuz, I don't figure this shit out, nigga. I learned how to, nigga, I hit that shit from the back just a minute ago. He said, funny cuz, what you talking about? I said, nigga, I just hit that shit from the back. Nigga, I came through the back door, nigga. He said, what? I said, nigga, you know, when you start with a joke and you act like you're not saying it no more and you come back. He said, funny cuz, to call back.
You called me and said, hey, man, I did a back shot. I was like, well, I hope your wife don't find out about it.
If she wasn't involved.
What was this show, man? And I hope it wasn't at the place I performed at last night.
Speaking of last night was hilarious because shout out to Prince. What's his name? Steve Prince.
Stephen Prince.
Shout out to Stephen Prince and all the other comedians that was
Nancy
there.
Abraham, DJ Johnson,
the one dude,
Daniel
the
Myers.
they were amazing.
Ryan Yex.
Yes, Ryan Yex.
Yep.
So what happened was we went out to support CJ Star and Stoney over at that shit, and you know, I Am Chad and all the regulars was there. And then Tyrone said, man, we got to go support the homies and shit. I said, yeah, come on, let's go. We think we going to Lakewood. He thought he was in Parma.
I thought I was in Parma.
I said, man, this ain't no goddamn Parma here. Who told you that? We were on 98th in Detroit. The furthest thing away from Parma. The absolute furthest thing away to get your guns out of town.
Yeah.
That's like the equivalent of St. Clair in 97th.
93rd,
93rd, 97th, 99th, East 99, wherever.
It's like the skeets of the west side is what it was.
Oh, speaking of skeets.
So we go to this club. You got to be buzzed in.
I felt a little comfortable about that.
It was buzzed in. It's like invitation only. You get in there, and I see the sign that says LGBTQ plus right at the top above the comedy thing. I said, oh, this is a gay bar. So we get in there, it's a gay bar, and I cannot make this up. It was called Cocktails. I'm like, this is low-hanging fruit. I'm going to say, no pause, no pun intended. But it was Cocktails. A gay bar called Cocktails. And let me tell you, the nicest people in the world
ever. Oh, yeah. I mean, they were so fucking amazing.
Nicest
to us.
people in the world,
like,
man.
Yeah.
They walked around with drinks, free drinks, everything. I'm
not,
like, wow.
Hey, what you said? Fuck them, you didn't get hit on?
What? So I'm sitting there. Now, I didn't know it was a gay bar. And I said, you know what? I just found out this is a gay bar, and now I'm really pissed. Because ain't none of y'all try to hit on me. Ain't nobody buy me a drink. I left my Diet Coke unattended, no roofies in it. I'm like,
safe for the mother.
This ain't no roofie colada. Like,
they didn't want you.
Okay, so listen. So fast forward to me and Tyrone. So me and Tyrone, we step into the room, get buzzed in. First of all, I'm like, nigga, it's not cool over here. He said, it's not. I said, nigga, no. True story. My mom's boyfriend lives the next street over. He's a little bitty ass African dude. He's like lawn jockey, one of them little African.
My God. He used to live.
Man, listen, them niggas done robbed him and beat him upside his head several times when he was like between 80 and 90. So anyhow, I know it's not cool there. So anyhow, I'm besides that. So we get inside. I noticed the big LGBTQ sign up there. Like, no big deal. We support those guys too. Not so much the T's, but the rest. You know, those T's, they the ones 9-foot bitches reading the kids bedtime stories and shit. We fuck with everybody else.
I don't know. The T was the coolest one.
But no.
She came up and hollered at me, man.
That was a big
cool.
T that walked through that motherfucker too. That motherfucker
6'7".
Great big old, and she was with the older. Like,
19 rebounds.
I'm talking
not
about
all T's are bad.
No, and that's okay. So listen, we at the Grape Vine, we love all you, but you T's who done infiltrated that. We talk about it all the time. All you infiltrator T's, all you you chomos, you touchers, we don't fuck with you. But you regular T's who just do that because maybe you feel comfortable in a slip and a dress and a bra, you know, that's cool with us. We love you here at the Grape Vine, but it's, you know, but you other motherfuckers, you 10-foot tall dragon dress bitches with your titties hanging out, that reading bedtime stories to the kids unattended. Fuck y'all. So anyhow,
I'm lost in this one, but that's okay. We're not going to
private show. Yeah,
it was previous shows.
Previous show. Yeah, we did a double part about this shit
last week.
I got
so, he still speaks alone, but
okay. Yeah, the views and opinions of Grape is specifically for Grape, and nobody else got shit to do with what comes out of my mouth because everybody knows something wrong with me.
Specifically or Pacific?
Nigga, Pacific, like the goddamn. I mean it.
Pacific, Atlantic. If you on the West Coast,
nigga, you feel? I mean, that means I mean it, nigga. When I say I'm specifically talking to you, that means just you. But anyhow, so we sitting there. Near Tyrone, we back there. We starting to write jokes. We pulling, you know, he's got his notebook. He taking notes. We studying our craft. So a couple of other homies come through there. No, they from the community. They look at us. They say, "What y'all doing in the gay bar?"
They knew y'all was straight.
It don't bother me because the beautiful thing about comedy is we are the misfits of the community.
That's true. We the outcasts.
We are the outcasts of the
We're the
community.
outcasts.
We are the homosexuals. We are the gang members. We are the battered men, battered women. We are the people with probably the saddest story to tell so you can laugh at our pain on our expenses. So
Battered men, so that means I can beat you now?
I thought that been going on the way I've been hearing.
Oh, you be telling people I beat you?
I have to tell them something. I keep coming around with black eyes and shit. God damn, I got to tell these niggas something.
How many times he gonna bump into the door? That's all I'm asking.
So yeah, you know, like I would never ever have a problem because homosexuals, gays, lesbians, trannies, they're all fans of comedy and they're all actually really good comedians if you run across the right ones.
Man.
So shout out to all of those people. We fuck with you here at the Grape Vine. And last night was amazing. And I'll let you know, I don't have no problem performing that Nan show because I don't think none of y'all want to fuck me. I got a big old hairy ass. You don't want nothing.
No, what was funny is they was saying some of the best lines. I was sitting there.
What did I say?
Fruity Pebbles. Like, what's your favorite cereal? He said Fruity Pebbles. Like,
and then I noticed we had our writing session Sunday. When you started going into that joke, I said, "Oh,
you were there for the creation.
For the creation of that joke.
You got a mind map in front of you, you just don't know it yet because we going about to mind map some shit."
So look, that's what he said. He said Fruity Pebbles. So I went up there. I said, "What Fruity Pebbles?" I said, once again, cocktails, Fruity Pebbles, low hanging fruit. And I said, I know y'all heard it all. Y'all heard Fruity Pebbles. Y'all heard Fruit Loops. But I'm going to tell you what's the OG of gay cereals. Rice Krispies. And everybody looked at me like, huh? I said, what was their mascot? Snap, Crackle, and Pop.
I know they fell out laughing.
Yes, they did. Yes, they fucking did. It was amazing.
Because nobody ever thought about that. Nobody ever thought about that.
For me, to be there in that process of coming up with a joke from somebody like you, like bro, you want to, even with my wife says nothing but dope ass wonder. She'll tell you.
I'm a parent.
You don't got no titties, do you?
No, not yet. I was working on it. I had to get back in the gym.
Oh, well, shit, I'm just listening.
I am only committed to one set of titties.
All 6 of them. Anyhow, but just to be there for the writing process and just to see what goes into constructing this joke. And the notion that you use a joke that we sat there collectively as our little tribe.
As a tribe.
And that's what we got a dope. And like Tim says, you can take our Cleveland comics and we got such a dope ass chemistry and our talent, our chemistry, our love for one another and our support for one another is going to get us way further than a lot of you suckers out there could get because we really fuck with each other in a real way.
I'll put our city against anybody, any city, man. I swear to you.
Yeah. And once I polish up on these jokes, I'm coming, nigga. Cinco de Mayo, pull up that flyer, Tim.
Yeah,
right there. Oh, yes, you right there, Cinco de Mayo, man. Come on out. Matter of fact, special announcement. My brother Lex Vegas was gonna do his show up at the Kava Bar every Friday. The beginning of the Friday, the first Friday. Why the fuck is you kicking me? This is okay for me to say. Anyway, the first Friday every month, he was gonna do his show at the Kava Bar.
Okay.
But he decided that, okay, well, great, you go ahead and run with the Kava Bar. And so from now on, every first Friday at the Kava Bar, it's called Funny Cuz Friday. Thank you. Far too kind. Funny Cuz Fridays. I'm looking for new talent. I don't give a fuck if you're handicapped, homosexual. Most UTs can come, not them perverts. But anyhow,
they did want to add them to the alphabet community. They did.
They didn't want you niggas there. What the fuck made you like, hey, nigga, we coming, fuck y'all. And you know Lambda, with the Lambda, the National Association for Man Love Boy shit, you keep your bitch asses away from anything that has to do with grapes, big riches, goddamn it, Tim's titties, or my wife's too, because we don't trust you around none of that shit. Anyhow, as far as going on with me, I just said a little bit of it. Come and join the Cinco de Mayo. We got a dope ass show. I'm coming off the porch that night. I got a dope ass routine I've been working on. I think you might like it. But in the meantime and in between time, I've been working on this.
Special mention, there is somebody that was left off on the flyer.
Oh, DJ, comedian DJ from Akron, man. I don't know if you're going to be there because I know you got your thing going on, you know, with the whole spousal abuse and shit. I'm supposed to talk about that and child custody and all that shit. And baby got...
Oh my God.
That's not true at all. But
You done put all that man business out
Right.
there.
You're like, I'm not delete. Then I seen this nigga delete me from his friend. But anyhow, I've been trying something
Grand
new.
opening, grand closing.
I've been right. I've been trying something new because I always feel like I have more to give the world than what I'm giving them. So in my pursuit of greatness, I figured that I would do voiceovers.
That's what's up.
Not just any voiceovers, but voiceovers from my era, Generation X, the 80s babies. I'm talking about G.I. Joe.
80s. I thought you were born in the 60s.
Shut your goddamn head ass motherfucking mouth and shit. Goddamn, ain't you been abused enough? Tim, hit her with your titty.
No, I'm the one that's abusing you. Get it correct.
Not tonight. Plus, I got an alibi. I got to go to work in a minute. Acting shit.
Oh, that's a quick beating then before you get to work.
Anyhow, without further ado, can we jump into that first voiceover? I hope y'all enjoy it. I put a lot. Do the one, Tim. Do the one. We got 3 of them for you. 2 of them are about a minute and a half. The other one's a couple minutes. But just enjoy this while we relax and shit. Hope you I'll get you moving. I'll get you moving. Everybody know why you smurf that baby. Gun line. My gun line for. Grab one. Move that. Sweat me. Fuck you. Huh? Nothing about you. So I thought I put this boot up your smurf. Just send me a write-up and send me back to the yard, cuz. Nigga, yard my ass, nigga. You going to the hole. Let me help your bitch ass. Just like this. I told you, nigga, don't be throwing shit at me. Nigga, trying to make me fall. Shit at your bitch. Don't throw shit at me, cuz. Smurfing on the rails. Smurf. Oh, the Smurf day long. Cuz. That's right. I like your work ethic. Gotta make you say, oh, yes, man, cuz. I ain't came here to work for no motherfucking body. Hey, when is lunch, homie? Sure am hungry, cuz. Damn. Ah, god damn. Help. Hey, I can't swim. Hey, like you cuz over here drowning, cuz. Oh, I throw your ass no rope so like yeah. Oh, cuz, help me, please. I'ma lift the log. Hey, yo, Smurf, cuz, don't smurf it. I ain't smurfing around, nigga. Smurf me up. You gonna let me go, nigga? Leave him out the fuck. I'm out here after this square ass Smurf. Yeah. Hey, cuz, come and get your square ass, nigga. Oh, shit, he headed to the waterfall. Hey, Smurf, you might be smurfed out, cuz. Oh, help, nigga. Stop smurfing with me. Got your square ass. Hold on, you better hold on. Smurf me up. Oh, man. Over smurfing the mother Smurf. I go to the nurse's office, smurf out this work. Ooh, what we got here? I brought you some of this mud. Go ahead and take a drink. Ooh, where you get this purple drink from, bitch? Who your plug is? Must be out there smurfing mine. Tito, smurf my ass. I knew you was a trifling ass smurf. Nigga, I'm finna tell you, he gonna fuck you up. But we could figure something out. I don't do that. You done smurf too damn far. We're gonna go on to the next one right quick. Yes, I put every single voice over every single sound effect. When I get good at that shit, I'm gonna be a force with it. Let's go on to the next one. This is possibly my favorite one. I hope you enjoy it too, brother. Cereal milk, Gary Payton, 3.5s all day. Hey, Jack, let me get something for the dub, man. You fucked up my face. Shit, right in the dick. Oh. Teflon Don, nigga. Teflon Don. Yeah, he said. What? Oh, shit, he kicked the fuck out of cuz. Ain't no getting up from that, man.
First, I do like this. Put a look on my face like I smell some piss. Bounce to the beat till it start to hurt. Then I dust on the smirk off my shirt.
Hey, man, what gives, man? I was jamming to that, man.
I watching Bruce.
J-Bo.
Why go on pussy hole blood clot? Yeah, man.
First of all, don't ever kick my man like that again, or you will die.
Shit, I want to kill me a nigga too if I got kicked that hard. Man, what the fuck? Right? That's right. Hey, who is these motherfuckers? That's right. Man, man, These kids. Man, who is this nigga with the bro? Ric Flair?
It's your mama, Ric Flair. No, I'm not no Ric Flair. I'm the baddest motherfucker you've ever seen. One of the best dressed motherfuckers, one of the best dancers, one of the best singers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch. Have you got that, assholes? I know this nigga just didn't call us all assholes, did he? you motherfuckers gonna stop. Yeah, gonna stop. I wish they stop. Damn, cuz. Bring me my weed tray at once, bitch. And find me that nigga that had them 3.5s. Hey, man, where he at? Cuz, I don't know where he at. Hey, shit, ask your mama. Man. Oh, there we go. Move, bitch, if you ain't got no weed. Hey, man. What the fuck is going on here? I know you motherfuckers is lying. Get your little fucking hands off me. Come here, motherfucker. You the one who said you want me to stop? Do this look like I'm in the mood to stop, little man? He gonna kick your ass if we don't put me down. Who? What the fuck? Him? Oh, you got to be joking. Hold this little motherfucker. Oh, Elder Bars let the motherfucker think he tough. What? This shit good. You know, nigga, I should fire on your silly ass. Chico the Barge, Elder Barge. Nigga, you look like every member of the Jets, nigga. Yeah, I should light your ass. I know your jive ass is eating no popcorn with no damn chopsticks. Can you not do it yet? Did I not do it yet? Man, nigga, please. I be catching flies and shit with my chopsticks, nigga. Can you do that? One should not kill flies with chopsticks. Man, what? Every fly has a right to live life. Man, shit. See? It's jive turkeys like this who just be letting flies fly anywhere they want to. Niggas and flies. Niggas and flies. The more I know niggas, the more I like flies. But get your chopstick popcorn bony ass up so I give it to you real good. Yeah, nigga. He about to give it to your ass, nigga. And I'm gonna tell you like this, sucker. Fuck flies. And fuck you too. Yeah.
Well, great, Sean. How you doing, baby?
Find that nigga with 3.5s and want to give me my weed tray, bitch. Honest opinion around the table. How was that, Ebony?
Oh, that was hilarious.
I love the Smurfs, man.
The Smurfs, you like the Smurfs?
Because he was like on Smurf. Just that line right there, on Smurf.
On Smurf. And what's so funny about that is I did that for a lot of my prisoners, my inmates on the West Coast, because when you be in jail or in prison and you were like a drug dealer or a low-level felon, they send you to a fire camp. So believe it or not, when you get up and you have to go to work, you be like, nigga, just send me back to the yard because I don't want to do this shit. And you don't go to the yard, you go to the hood. Oh, so all my homies just feeling that shit. Plus I did some other ones. I hope y'all enjoy them, and I'm going to do them like 3 a day, you know, 2. I got some G.I. Joe ones, everything from the 80s.
Hey man, I'm about to go watch The Last Dragon just for seeing that. Yeah, I gotta go check it back out.
Hey, I'm not done yet. I have a part 2 to it where the fat white guys jump in. Oh, it's about to go down. Then I got my Speedy Gonzalez. He done saved his homies. Now he about to be the plug. I ain't gonna chill.
Could you not be a refrigerator?
What?
A refrigerator can't keep shit. Keep some of your shit under your belt.
You should have said, can you not be the toilet at Tim's house?
Oh, damn.
Can't keep shit. We seen the turd that just came out, this niggas. But anyhow.
Shit is meant to be flushed.
So, you know what? We ain't gonna go into the What the Feezy news. What we're gonna do is we're not gonna neglect our guests any further because we have some things to talk about and we have some questions to ask. So today, the thick of things and the whole salami to this motherfucking sandwich is the Black Boule Society. And for those of y'all that don't know what that is if you ever heard of the gatekeepers, or, you know, you got to think of niggas like Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Dizzle, whatever the nigga go by, Oprah, LeBron, Kobe, rest in peace. They all are their own faction because, you know, for Black Hollywood, you know, there's sports, there's movies, there's music. So it covers the whole ballpark. And it's a real thing. And basically the structure of these people are set up. They're like the first line of defense and the only line of defense for the Illuminati or whatever you want to call them, who are higher up than them, who are white. And there's a whole history behind this. And I'm going to get to, I guess, Rich and ask, did he do any studying or did he do any research?
I was looking up. I made sure I pulled some stuff up. So as far as the Black Boule goes, It goes back to 1904.
Yes, Lord.
With the Sigma Pi Phi.
Yes, Lord.
They were the first black boulets. Now, if we're talking about secret societies, you go back far. You go back, the Masons, the Illuminati, the whole nine.
Yes.
But all of that is derived from our stolen texts. If you go back to Egypt, you go back to 360 degrees of learning. So when you get to higher learning, they broke the degrees up into 1 degree.
Yes.
So when you go to college and you graduate, that's 1 degree.
Yes.
I have a degree in sociology. I have a degree in biology. I have a degree in chemistry. And go back to that word chemistry. We're talking about chemet.
My man.
Chemistry is
God,
the
they're with the and some whistles and bells and shit. Chemet, absolutely.
So a lot of the knowledge that our ancestors had was stolen.
Yes.
When you hear about the Library of Alexandria, that's really the Library of Egypt, of Kemet. And it was stolen by Europeans and then regurgitated and given back to you. A lot of our private texts, a lot of our ancient texts is at the bottom of the Vatican in Rome.
Yes.
So that's when you start getting to the secret societies.
Yes.
They start unlocking the codes to the things that we learned and giving it back to us as Masonic things. So they took something that was once sacred and then kind of corrupted it because they wanted to hold on to it.
Yes.
So when you get to the Dark Ages,
Is that what Masonic mean?
Masonic, well,
I just was wondering because you seem like you broke it down, and I ain't know.
Hey, Rich,
I ain't never heard that word.
If y'all ain't never had an opportunity to chop it up with Big Rich, not only is he funny as fuck, he is one of the smartest, most. And listen, I fuck with him. Very, very, very dope with this shit. That's why I have him here, and that's why we talking this shit. Talk your shit again, brother.
So what I'm saying, it just goes back deep. It's all mystery systems.
The mystery teachers.
It's all mystery systems. And once it was stolen, our priests our high-ranking, intelligent people start divulging the secrets to the Europeans, and then they started to take it and make it something else. So then they start taking the blackness out. That's why you start having dark skin start turning light because of the intercommingling. Then you think of the Ptolemies. Those were a set of soldiers that went down to Egypt around that same time. And then, you think of Cleopatra, who was mixed. She was a light-skinned black woman. But this intermingling, it just started happening, right? It just started happening. And I don't know how deep we want to go on this because I don't know how much time we have. We here to 7.
We got until 8.
To 8.
Yeah.
So, but all this is up for interpretation. You can do your own study, and then
as I advise you to, yes, we lay it out so they can play it out. Right.
That's it. That's it. And if I misspeak, hey, this is not the time to have discourse.
Yeah.
This is somebody taking something that they learned and just sharing it with you.
Absolutely.
And then if we're wrong in something, go do your own research. This is all up for interpretation.
And then
I'm going to definitely look up what Masonic means.
And then pull us up on it if we want, because as he said, it's all up to interpretation. But I'm speaking for myself. I bring y'all every bit of information, the best to my ability, the best way I can interpret it to you. I'd like to think that I got it covered most of the time, but if you find something wrong about it, I'll admit when I'm wrong. Hey, cuz you know what? I might have missed that.
No, you won't.
Oh, such words right out my mouth. Timmy.
That ain't the only thing I'm about to take out your goddamn mouth. Shut up.
I love
Leave my titty alone.
I swear I love it. But getting to the boule, I just want to go back to that etymology of how did we get to the boule?
Okay, hold on, wait a minute, stop right there, because a lot of these niggas that watch the Grape Vine ain't that collegiate. Tell them, because I practice etymology, nigga. I need to know. Why don't you tell them what etymology is?
The origin of something.
The origin of the word.
How did something begin? So
yes, Lord.
I'm still trying to figure out collegiate. I don't even.
You gonna learn today, nigga.
Well, but as far as the Boule Society, that was our entrance into those secret societies, the Illuminati, Skull and Bones. That was our equivalent.
Yes.
In 1904. So it started then, I think certain parts of Alpha Kappa Alpha picked up, and shout out to the noobs. This not every single person is involved in that. You got to be invited. There was Dr. Ian. I can't think of his last name. You know Dr. Ian, right? The brother.
Probably, if I see him, I'm terrible with names, good with faces.
But his name's Ian. He does he has this thing about eating right, and I want to see that eating right the whole nine. But he wrote a book about this. He was invited into the Boule,
right,
into the secret society. And what it is he said if he need help with anything, he can make a call.
Yeah.
But he said it's not what you think it is. It's not like blood sacrifices and all this other stuff. At his level, he said he's never seen anything like that. It's never been, oh, we've covered up a murder or anything like that. But it's been, hey, I help you. Like, just think of the Greek organizations. You think of,
I mean, that's where they get it from.
You think of the Qs.
Yeah.
You know, it's each one help one.
Yeah.
You know, it's those type of societies. Yeah. But within anything, it's always going to be people who going to corrupt and who going to do crazy things.
Yes, we just spoke about the C community.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always infiltrators.
It's always infiltrators, and it's always people who will sell you out in order to get ahead. And I think that's what we're talking about. What I do see a lot of, though, is that when it comes to black entertainment, not every black entertainer is part of a secret society. I'm totally against that. And the only reason why I say that is when you do that, you handicap other black people trying to make it. Because it's almost saying, well, I'm not going to make it because I ain't going to sell my soul. Mm-hmm. The truth of the matter is not every single black person who is of some sort of opulence has given their soul away.
Yes.
And because it basically says you can't be self-sufficient if I'm not hand feeding you.
Yeah.
If you're not my pet. And that's an insult to our integrity, is an insult to my ancestors.
Absolutely.
You know.
Okay, so not to cut you off.
No, you're good. But
you're absolutely right. And there are very few exceptions to this, but according to my research and my studies, it does go by levels.
Yeah.
So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some things that I pulled up for the thing, right? And you were right. So these are some things that I pulled up. So Sigma Pi Phi, also known as the Boule, founded in 1904, the oldest fraternity for African Americans. Among those named with Greek letters, the fraternity does not have collegiate chapters.
Does not.
Absolutely not. And it's designed for professionals at mid-career or older. Sigma Pi Phi was founded in Philadelphia. Quick facts: the fraternity quickly established chapters referred to member boules in Chicago, Illinois, Baltimore, and the founders included 2 doctors, a dentist, a pharmacist. And with Sigma Pi Phi was founded, black professionals were not offered participation in the professionals and the cultural associations organized with the white community. So Sigma Pi Phi had about 5,000 members and 139 chapters through the whole U.S., the United Kingdom, the Bahamas, Colombia, Brazil, so on and so forth. Amongst the founders were Henry N. Minton, Ph.D., Eugene T. Henson, M.D., Robert G. Abele, MD, Algeneron. Shout out to my brother, Algeneron. Hey, Jesse. No, Algeneron. Yes. Algeneron B. Jackson, MD, Edwin C. J.T. Howard, MD. That nigga got hella names, like a Mexican. Juan Rodriguez, Jose Felipe Sanchez III. Anyway, Charlie Holmes. Watch when I hit y'all with this Charlie Holmes. Oh yeah, you don't respect this comedy. Anyway, Richard J. Warwick Jr. DDS. So basically, the membership of Sigma Pi Phi is highly exclusive, numbering at only about 5,000. The organization is known as the Boule, which means ancient Greek, the council.
The council.
Founded as
noblemen.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Founded as an organization for the professionals, Sigma Pi Phi never established collegiate chapters and eliminated undergraduate membership during its infant stages. However, Sigma Pi Phi has historically had a congenial relationship with intercollegiate black letter Greek organizations. Mm-hmm. Alpha Kappa Alpha, Beta Sigma, all them shits, you know, them cool shits. Them niggas be good. Them niggas
Those
be doing.
Qs.
No, the alphas do it too. You know, the Sigmas. Yeah.
Oh, it's some different shit. I ain't listen. Yeah. I'm a Youngstown penguin. Goddamn it, I don't know. That's all I do. And plus, I'm a goddamn it.
Some real shit. That's all you do.
Why don't you try comedy?
Hilarious. It's one thing I wanted to piggyback off of.
Yes, so come on with
getting back to Dr. Ian, what he was talking about. He said that a lot of these organizations are not affiliated with the college, but you will always find their mansions on college property.
Absolutely.
So the college can't tell them what to do. And these mansions, you can get one. It's $15 million to get one. And then there's not that much property on there. He didn't even know who invited him into it. They slid something under his door one day.
Ain't known for sliding shit somewhere.
Slid something under his door, said, you know, you've been picked. He went. He said, he's a doctor, but he said he wasn't the best student. He's like, you know, it wasn't like I was the best student in the world. And I don't come from an opulent family. I don't come from a rich family. I don't come from a rich background. We're not the boule, you know, when you think of bougie or you know, which is another French word, you know, but he's just like, he wasn't of black royalty, so he didn't understand. But he does know that he benefits from it. He can make a call and he can get certain things done and certain doors open for him.
What up, Al?
So when I think of like secret societies, a lot of times we think of things as always nefarious. And there's a level of nefariousness in that. Bad things, people. But very bad. I'm going to tell you why it works. Why do secret societies work? Because they shut the hell up.
Yeah, because they secrets.
This is the biggest problem with us as a people. I know we say we're not a monolith, but what we like to do, we like to announce everything that we're doing in public. If you got somebody doing something on a negative, and they're doing it quietly, do some stuff good, positively on the quiet. We have this tendency to want to show people what we're doing. We have to learn how to be quiet and do stuff in stealth and shut the hell up. If you got a secret society that's doing negative things, why not have a secret society doing positive things? You'll never know how much money Michael Jordan gave. You'll never know how much money LeBron James gave. You'll never know how much money these people give because you can't do it loudly.
Can I stop you right there, brother?
Talk to me.
Amen.
Man, listen, hold on a minute, because
said,
I be praying. Every morning I get up and I pray to God and I ask for discernment and understanding. Some ideas and some downloads and shit right there, right? And I definitely need to learn. I needed to hear that shit. Shut the fuck up, Grape. You talk too goddamn much.
I tell you this.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
I tell you, baby, everybody don't need to know every move you make.
Well, it's not no. Well, usually, it's not about me. I'm usually like trying to promote and bring people up around me. But no, if I never needed to hear nothing ever so clear from somebody who I hang on to every word, brother God, bring you what you need to hear at the right time from the right people. So,
and vice versa.
To me, that was my signal for Grape. Plan your victories and win your victories and shut the fuck upness it did.
In secret.
Hey, shut the fuck upness it did.
Hey, really quick, I have to tell you this. I was in here sweating. I went over
when
to
she
that,
sat next to me,
hold
got
on,
calm,
I go
cool.
over there to the thermostat. Why you have the heat on?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it does feel a lot better in here now.
Don't it feel cooler in here?
Yeah, it feels a lot
I went
better.
over to that thermostat. I said, this dude got the heat on.
First of all, it was set up. I want to make sure you was on your job. You have two jobs. Set shit up and
I'm
make sure the
sitting up
temperature is okay.
fanning
So you
myself.
passed
I'm
the
like,
test.
What?
You passed the goddamn
Like we in
test.
church,
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like I was in
Yeah,
church.
I started to get the paper and fold that motherfucker like an accordion.
I went over to that thermostat and it said heat. I said, oh.
Al Gennaro said, become an invisible leader. That's going to be me. I'm about to pull the Kaiser Sosa on you bitch ass niggas.
It's kind of hard for me to be invisible.
Okay, so now we're going to get in. What we're going to do is I wasn't satisfied with that. And we are on limited time. Plus, I have an hour worth of questions and drills I want to do. But do you want to come back and talk about this some more? Because
I mean, we can't. Like I said, though, for every negative, it could be a positive.
Absolutely.
And does this stuff exist? Yes, it does. But I will not lend myself to believe that every person of color only got there because somebody else with white skin said they can do it.
Yeah.
That is the most detrimental thing we can do. That's
I agree with you
the most
there.
detrimental thing we can do as a people.
But my question to you, go ahead, baby. I see you had your finger up. Go ahead.
What I was gonna say, on the whole, you want to bring him back and everything. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Mike talks so highly of you.
That's my man.
And my first interaction with you was the other day when we had our meeting.
Oh yeah.
That's like the first time I've actually said and listened to you talk.
Was it not everything I spoke of?
And I tell you, yes. But what really, really, really pulled my attention to you,
Oh man, she gonna start squeezing this nigga titties too.
You brought up a subject, and I almost want to do like something with kids about the whole. If people, there was, I don't know if it was a book or something you read, and you said if our young children could read this or get to know this, they would stop killing each other.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That right there, I was like,
The Falsification of the African Consciousness by Dr. Amos Wilson.
Bro, listen, that was, we've been around telling jokes and doing, but she's right. When we had that meeting the other day, bro, not only, first of all, math hella good. This is like, listen here, if you take 1/3 of the percentage of it, get down, and you take it. Now, if you would have explained that shit to me at dope, you'd be like, nigga, if you take a half a kilo, nigga, bust that shit down in the eighths, nigga. I'd have been like, okay, word. Word. He's like, if you take 2.34%, multiply that, don't divide. Man, he was brilliant.
That meeting was everything.
He was listen. No.
Everything.
I was so listen. First of all, he was
you.
on point with his shit, his information. I mean, and not only that nigga got upset. Nigga, give me that goddamn motherfucking eraser board. Nigga, give me this shit. He writes all that shit down and started writing down equations and shit.
I'm telling you.
While he's telling jokes, he writing equations and telling jokes at the same time.
They're exaggerating.
You heard about the monkey and the 2 dogs, nigga?
Baby, I'm telling you, when he talked about there was a certain book that every black male needs to read, and they will stop killing each other. That right there said, you know what? We need to every weekend. I don't care if we talk about it every single weekend. If I have to talk about it every weekend to drill it into our young black men's heads, just so they will stop killing each other, because it's getting out of hand here in Cleveland.
But
not just Cleveland, everywhere.
It's designed. I mean, the way that they set the media up, you would think that we're the enemies. We're the least dangerous people on this planet. If you want to be honest about it, we're the most dangerous to each other.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
Amen.
We're the most dangerous to each other,
Amen.
but we're the least dangerous at large. And we bought into the BS that we sold.
Well, I mean, have you heard or have you read the article entitled "The Meeting"?
The meeting? No.
Okay, so basically, so the origin of hip hop was breeding life and positivity into the community.
You talking about the meeting that happened in 1991 or 1990? I have heard about it, but go ahead, finish that up.
So basically, the story with this is that there was a high level record executive who got invited to this meeting, and he went to this meeting that was, in a relatively predominant neighborhood, and I believe it was Hollywood Hills somewhere. And he said when he got there, he recognized a whole bunch of recognizable figures from the music industry, record industry, but he seen some other people he didn't recognize. So he said, dude came. He said, hey, listen, these kids are influenced by anything they see on TV. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all this fight the power shit, and we're going to say, fuck the police. Kill the police. Kill each other. Pimp hoes. Slap bitches. Sell all the dope and smoke all the loud you want to. And who these motherfuckers is over here to the left is they are all the owners of the private prison industry.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're going to do is easily influence kids. And this is in our particular age era. And I'm going to show you how it transitioned into the next era in just 1 second. But what happened was they influxed the whole world with violence, drug dealing, killing, because they knew every kid who was watching TV wanted to be that. See, back in our days, speaking for myself, we were gangbangers. So when we seen Colors on TV or we seen NWA and them niggas, we was out there. Some niggas wanted to be them. We was them. But no matter what, you wanted to be one or you was one across the whole nation. Now, if you look at the way it flipped, they influenced them a different way. Wearing purses, skinny pants and all that shit. No judgment. No, do what you want to do. I can't fit what I want to fit in them little tight ass pants. So I ain't gonna you know what I mean? So we gonna keep it at that. But it's what they did right then and there is they changed the face of the music and they turned it into violence because they knew it was going to create and generate a wave of violence. And that was going to ensure that their prison pipeline was filled. Every bed that they have gets $35,000, $40,000 every fiscal year, plus whatever they put into prison industries, which if you know my story, I worked for the fire camp. We went out there. If we wasn't fighting fires, when you see them fucking fires in California and Oregon and all them places like that, and you see them long line of firefighters, then be inmates. It'd be about 60, 70 of them motherfuckers, and you'll see them all marching in line. The only motherfuckers you see with a red hat, them is the ones who are firefighters for real. We make $1 an hour from gate to gate. That's what they call it. Because if not, you make $1 a day, and you're gonna work about 12 hours, cutting down trees, picking up trash. You're gonna muster at about 6 in the morning. You're gonna come back to the camp about 6, 7 in the evening. You might have been and did some controlled burns, some digging out snow, whatever they need. I was in a tree camp.
That's messed up.
Yeah, this is a true story. I was in a tree camp, Ely, Nevada, the coldest place on the planet, 3 days in a row. We out there cutting down trees, right? So we asked the motherfucker. We don't go out with the guards. We go out with the NDF, the Nevada Division of Forestry. So it's just a regular forest worker. So we asked him, hey man, they want us to do 3 acres a day. So there's 12 groups per camp.
So 12 groups per camp, 3 acres per day is 36. They want 36 acres per day.
That's amazing.
They get between $35 and $5,000 per acre.
Yeah, that's 9,000 square feet per acre.
So now they give us $1 a day. We work 4 days out the week, Monday through Thursday. But if you have to go to sick call because you cut yourself, you snake bit you, whatever, that's a $7 call. You do the math.
You lost that whole week worth of pay. That's a week and a half worth of pay.
The coldest part to that is when you get on the street, you can't be a firefighter. You can't work for the
because you got a felony.
But they'll use the fuck out of you. So that's supplying the prison pipeline with vitamins.
That's what Microsoft, IBM, all those companies that the prisoners work for, that they come out and say, hey, I'm qualified for this. I did this in prison. No, we can't hire you because you're a felon. It's catch-22.
One of the most fascinating jobs you can have in Nevada. And one of the most, okay, so there is levels to that shit, right? Because they have like the card room. You make $6 an hour. In the card room. The only job higher than that is behind the gate. That's what they call behind the gate, which is PI, prison industries. You might make furniture, you might fix cars, you might repair cars, you might paint them. But you have to have like a life sentence. You have to have been down for like 25 years before you get behind the gate.
Because they don't want you coming out with the skills that they give you.
Right. So them niggas make minimum wage. Right. Now the card room makes $6 an hour. And they make every single playing card. If you ever been to Vegas, Reno, Tahoe, every card you ever dealt or was ever dealt was made by an inmate.
Really?
Absolutely.
Man, because the cards you buy, they first play in Vegas. They use once or twice, then they package them, then they sell them to you. That's why you get them at a discount. Never knew that, bro.
Absolutely.
But you know that's all going back to what the 13th Amendment, right?
Yeah.
So when they free slavery, you free except for in the case of you being a prisoner.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
And then it's like you become the ward of the state. And at that point, they could pay you a slave wage.
Yeah.
So it's like, are you familiar with the peonage system?
No.
Okay, so that's exactly what that is. So the peonage system is something that they set up when they set the black codes up in the South.
I thought that was something with OnlyFans.
That's the penis system right there. But the peonage system is something they set up in the South. So when we first became free as a people in this country, we had all the skills. We were the blacksmiths. We were the tradesmen. So what they needed to do is make sure that they kept us out of the trades for a generation or two till we lost the skill. So that's why, but let's get to the peonage system in general. So you could be arrested for vagrancy. So vagrancy is if you didn't have a job. And let's say you're going to look for a job and they say, well, what you doing? I'm going to apply for work. Do you have a job? No, well, you're arrested. So then what would happen is they will put you in jail. And then once you were in jail, somebody, normally a white person would come and pay your bond, right? For them paying your bond, they would just kangaroo court. You run real court. You had to pay them back in work for what they paid for you for the court system. So
that's slavery.
That's all it was. Under a different name, it was called the peonage system. So now you became an indentured servant to that person until you paid off that.
That makes sense because they fucking you.
Can I interject with that?
Yeah.
So
for-profit prisons. That's what it is.
Exactly. So listen, once upon a time when I first touched down from California to Reno, Nevada, the whole state of Nevada, and this compares to the kangaroo court, which you just talked about. Yeah. Tell me if you agree. So back when I first touched down to Reno from California, where I was like, it's just, the Sierra Nevada, it's like Fresno, Madera, Modesto, Stockton, Sacramento, the mountains, and Reno. But everything that you took in Reno, if you took an ounce of drugs, crack cocaine, powder cocaine, that cost you $500 in Fresno, you can get $5,000 for it in Reno.
Wow.
Yeah, no bullshit. If you took a pound, first of all, it was only Reggie back when I first went there. It wasn't allowed on that shit. It was Reggie. But if you took a pound of Reggie there, it was $1,000. They was like $250 to us. So Reno was lucrative, but it was what's called a zero tolerance state. So that means that for every marijuana seed, if you're a smoker and you get pulled over, you have, 8 or 9, 10 doobies in your ashtray, to the point to where they had a thing called internal possession. So the undercovers would stake and scope out the casinos, 24-hour state. And they would look for anybody who appeared to be high. And they would take them with a shining light in their eyes, which dilates the pupils. So you appear high. and now you're booked for internal possession, which is a 12 to 30 month sentence. Every doobie, blunt roach, joint roach, 12 to 30 months. So if you have 9 of them, 12 to 30 months. If you get caught with the zip, which is 28 grams of drugs, it's called a level 3 trafficking, which is a life sentence.
Life sentence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now they do have they have what's called a big bitch and a little bitch. So it's the little bitch is 5 to life. The big bitch is 20 to life. And bitch is short for habitual.
I got you.
So if you have 3 easy internal possession cases for looking high, just for looking high, which is going to get you 12 to 30 months in a violation every time you go in and out.
Hey, wait.
That next
It's
one
hay
to get
fever
you life.
season. It's hay fever season. I look high all the time right now, son.
Go to jail, motherfucker. 12 months, nigga. What you said? 13. This your third time? Oh, nigga, you got life.
But you see, that was once again, it was designed for us to fall in that trap.
So would you equivalent that to what you just said as far as like you can't go to the next state? You can't even.
It's all the same thing. The whole thing is a lot of this stuff is designed to get you. Let me just go back to the crime bill in 1994. When they did the crime bill, our people was for it because our way of living was decimated. And we got tired of people selling drugs, and now it became violent. See, when they said a war on drugs, it's really a war on black people. Now, this is in the 70s, right? Yeah. So then what did they do? They had to give drugs to us. That if you really watch Snowfall is giving you real stuff of how the CIA put drugs inside our neighborhoods and then use it to fund the Contra War.
Absolutely.
The CIA was overthrown at the government.
A lot of people ain't old enough to remember that whole scandal with the CIA, Oliver North, and the Nicaragua
first George Bush, yeah.
A Freeway Ricky Ross.
Yeah.
Rick Ross gets his name from Freeway Ricky Ross, who was the young man who the CIA was giving all the cocaine in the world to, while Ronald Reagan and his bitch, who was known as the throat goat on Capitol Hill. Fun fact, did you know that?
No.
Nancy Reagan. If y'all didn't know,
come on, man.
No, bullshit. Listen to me. We do the history shit, right?
No.
Do the research on this. Nancy Reagan, according to books written by people in like historical books, she's known as the throat goat.
Well, they put her in charge of the war on drugs.
On throats.
And then when it came to us, it was just say no. But what they did is they used that. That was the first way to put us in prison.
Yeah.
Then we started getting off drugs. It started affecting their kids.
Yeah.
So then that's probably when they came up with that meeting you're talking about. Okay, let's make this music violent. Then, of course, it's melodic. It hypnotizes you. You're starting to that's all you see. The music is raising the people. Then guess who guess who buys more rap than black folk?
White people.
So now it's affecting their kids. Now they're changing that. Now that opioids is the big thing. Now
they don't want to put people in jail.
We got to get treatment for it because it's their children. Let's
help fix it. It's an epidemic.
Whenever you set a trap for an elephant, you got to make sure you dig it deep enough.
Say that again, brother.
Anytime you set a trap for an elephant, you got to make sure that you dig it deep enough.
Because y'all don't believe an elephant heavy.
So they sat there and they made that trap for us.
I'm an elephant.
Falling in that. Hey, and you a beautiful one. So that's it.
Thanks, Uncle Rich.
Yeah. So the thing is, every trap that they set for us, they set for themselves. Now, what they end up doing is fucking themselves totally. Now, I just got to get into some real stuff. I'm sorry, I don't mean to take over.
Brother, man, come on now. But my guest, brother.
You see how you just had the BRICS movement was something that was going on for a minute.
Now, explain to the people who might not know what the BRICS is.
Okay,
because a lot of people don't know.
Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. That movement to move away from American currency as the standard, as the way that they trade in between each other, has been underlined for a long time. That's why you had Brexit. You had certain people who were trying to get away from it. But the British government, the European Union didn't want to get away from it. And of course, America didn't, because it's everything's set up on American currency. We are Great Britain's bitch through the way of the Federal Reserve System.
Say it again.
Are we that bitch or habitual?
Oh no, we that bitch. No, habitual. We that habitual bitch. If anything else,
we the habitual bitch.
Yeah, the habitual bitch.
We the cash cow.
We never won that war.
Well, here's the thing that we did wrong as a society. So socialism doesn't work. Now, I say socialism doesn't work. That's where the government controls the business. Yeah. We're a capitalistic society, but capitalism unchecked is a bad thing. Now you have a reciprocity system that goes on in Africa and other nations to a large degree. Reciprocity. So if I am my brother's keeper.
Yeah.
So if you went to somewhere like Dubai If you went somewhere, I was just watching. What's one? I don't want to give the wrong areas. It's certain places in the Middle East that has zero unemployment, free healthcare, free college. They don't believe in you suffering for them coming up, right? So what happened is America started outsourcing. So they didn't want to pay wages. So in 1978, the average person made about 20 times less than the CEO. Now it's about 200 times less. This is because they weakened the unions. So what happened was not only did they fuck the poor black people, they fucked the poor white people. We don't have a middle class anymore. So they said, well, it's laws within the government that protects you. You don't need a union now. So now when you think of union, you think of one person, Jimmy Hoffa. You think of corruption. You think, oh, well, see, they tried to make it seem like Italians are just these evil people who want these unions. So they don't say it. It's all coded language. It's just when they say thug, you think of black. Drugs, you think of black. Violent crime, you think of black. When you think of corruption and unions, you think of Italians. When you think of somebody getting drunk and beating their wife, you think of Irish. They do certain things in order to put people underneath. That's why they call drug fiends strawberries or fiends, because at that point you dehumanize them and you can do anything to somebody who's not human.
God dang right.
So where I was going with this is, you having all these countries move away from us as a standard of currency. And
we alone right now. They gone.
Well, here's the thing. We're going to be okay. We're going to come second tier. What's going to happen is China's going to become the number one country as far as GDP, right?
I've been telling my wife that.
America will be number two, but we can win. Here's what we did wrong. We outsourced all of our jobs and our intellectual properties to China, to India, to Malaysia. See, the thing is, we sent jobs that was paying us $70,000, $80,000 a year. We could do it for $10,000 a year in India. But guess what? Guess who know the knowledge now?
The Indians.
The Indians. Guess who know the knowledge now? The Chinese. So now they don't need you. They take your IP. Now a lot of companies F themselves by doing that.
Well, I'm going to ask you this right quick before we get into our fun part of the episode. Because we having a good time. No, this is dope. This is dope because my man Rich Green is not only fucking funny as fuck, but he's brilliant. This is one of the smartest brothers.
I appreciate that, bro.
I love having conversations with this dude about shit like that. And I hope that he would come in so we can do another episode.
Oh yeah,
to finish this up. But here goes my I forgot my question. Oh, what do I want to say? Oh, shoot, it's marijuana. Oh, okay. So let me ask you a question. Do you feel okay? So I know you're not too much of a Bible thumper, but let me ask you a question. When you hear scriptures that say stuff like, you know, those who are last shall be first and those who are first shall be last, and you see things unfolding themselves the way there are in places like Africa, to where now they telling America, we don't need some money. You're a joke. We have resources. And now, you know, even though they killed Gaddafi a long time ago, who would have united the whole place. When you think of dictator, don't think of him. Think of somebody who blessed their whole continent and they destabilize it. That's a whole nother show. We ain't gonna talk about that right now. But when you see that the people of Africa are starting to get their strength and they have Russian and Chinese people backing them, and you got Biden talking about, oh, if y'all don't abide by the LGBTQ community, it's gonna be problems and it's gonna be sanctions. And you have strong African leaders standing up saying, fuck your sanctions. Fuck you and fuck y'all corruption and what y'all doing. We don't have to have that shit here on our continent. We don't need your sanctions. We got money here. I feel like we're on the downslope of society to where we're going to be last, possibly very soon fucked, because we are ganged up on and surrounded. And every day, if you pay attention, a different one of our so-called allies saying, shit, god damn, these niggas going down. They ain't got no money. They done sent all their weapons. They done left the whole goddamn army back. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and slide with these bricks and crips.
So I got a question though.
Come on with it.
So we, all our allies, everybody surrounded, we're fucked essentially, right? That just means we get taken over by one of the other countries, right?
Well, here goes what China says. China says after we're nuked, that will be no more than a farmland for China.
If we nuked, yeah.
If we're nuked. And here goes the danger and the threat of that. Because you got people pushing for this particular war, because you have Vladimir Putin, who's been more than patient for 10 plus years, who didn't go into nowhere. And when they set that arrest warrant for him for kidnapping kids, he provided all the paperwork
all the documentation, presented it to the UN, said, hey, we ain't kidnapped nobody. We took these kids and we rescued them. They've been here with their parents. Unlike the kids who come across the border that lose their mom and their daddy, when as soon as they jump across the border, they lose them. Mr. Putin had documentation for every family that came voluntarily. They kept them together as a unit. They put up the housing, they fed them. And there's several other videos that you could see that will support that. And, you know, these motherfuckers, they're out here.
How do you just lose track?
Because I lost my guess.
So we talking about us being
yes,
us getting fucked and somebody else taking over.
Yes, exactly. So anyhow, so now in case you didn't pay attention what happened yesterday when Joe Biden was in Ireland, he said, I might be dumb, but I'm not Irish. Oh, we don't have a sink here at Redline Radio because goddamn, they raised the rent, but they ain't fixed the sink right here at Redline Radio. Goddamn, that's
not their fault.
as fuck.
It's not their fault.
Tim, why don't you try
Comedy.
advocating? Anyhow, no bullshit though. These motherfuckers, they was like, hey man, you know what? Rich Green is back here. We gonna forget that conversation and we gonna get right into these questions and these drills.
I want to, because you mentioned the Bible. So as far as the biblical text goes, my ancestors wrote it, so there's a lot of truth in it.
Yes. So
those sage warnings, you should take heed to them.
Absolutely.
You know, we had, like I said, all the mystery systems come from us. Religion comes from us. Math comes from us. Science comes from us. So my ancestors ain't wrong about that. As far as those countries uniting, and then here's the thing. As long as you have military might, that's the ultimate might. And that's the one thing, unfortunately, African nations don't have as a whole. So they're still getting taken advantage of. Russia, China, they're still taking advantage of Africa as well. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, certain places do have a large level of independence there, but Africa is the only continent on this planet that's self-sufficient.
Absolutely.
It does not need to import anything.
Can I ask you a question?
Talk to me.
Have you seen the brothers that they sent from Africa to march on Russia's behalf? And did you hear the reason behind it?
No, I didn't. Talk to me.
Okay, so Africa, several different places from Africa sent troops to Russia to march on behalf of the Russians. Do you know what the reason was? What did you say? No. So anyhow, the reason for this was because when they were up against the war against these motherfucking Ukrainians is the one who's being the aggressors. They was outgunned, they was outdone, they was everything. And there was there was more people who was there. It was like the Ukrainians, some other people who were like rebels from the area, right? They was like the bad dudes of the area, and they was fighting in conjunction with the Ukrainians. So basically, this grassroots gang of militia people were outgunned and everything. Vladimir Putin and Russia and them sent them their army fatigues, every single meal, every single round, every single troop that they had, and they ran them motherfuckers off. Russia is the only continent in the planet that ain't never exercised slavery, and I bet you didn't know that.
No, I didn't. I mean, that's always a good thing.
But yeah, just to the
no, that's a good thing. But I wanted to just finish that up. Then I know you got some other stuff you want to do, so I ain't spend a long time.
Listen, brother, it's a blessing, brother. I appreciate you.
I'll definitely be brief. The thing is, military might still plays a role in this.
Yes.
Now, if you ever read The Art of War by Sun Tzu? Which I'm reading right now. I'm currently reading it.
Okay, what's your favorite passage from there?
Oh my goodness!
So I'm gonna tell you mine.
Okay, so I'm going to say that it kind of relates to what we just talked about. And I can't do a direct quote, but I could give you a synopsis of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It said, be careful of waging a long war because it weakens you at home.
Yeah.
Now, we just had these superfluous wars, needless wars, useless wars.
Wars.
For no reason.
Yeah.
While we were in Afghanistan, why did we had these long wars that drew out. While we were fighting and saying we're protecting our freedom over there, you had these other nations getting together and plotting against us and saying, we're going to move our currencies off of y'all. We're going to get off of these standards. Now, it doesn't mean the end of America, but what it does mean is we got to start taking care of ourselves. See, what happened is, what did my man Malcolm X say? He said, the chickens come home to roost, right?
Come home to roost.
So you kind of seeing that happens. what's going to happen is we need to have national pride. We need to take, are you black? Are you white? Are you Filipino? Are you this off of all applications? Because when you leave America and they hear your accent, you ain't black. When you're in these other countries, you know what you are? You American.
Say it again.
You are American.
They don't give a fuck. Your dialects and we all sound stupid as fuck to them, basically, is what he's saying.
Well, you know they got a joke out there, right?
Tell us about it.
So in Africa, like Dikembe Mutombo, he could speak 5, maybe 7 languages, right? So they said, what do you call someone who could speak 3 languages? Trilingual. What do you call somebody who can speak 2 languages? Bilingual. What do you call a person that can only speak 1 language?
American.
Because you're absolutely right. Because we like to call people who come to this country immigrants or slow or stupid. But what we don't understand is they probably came from a few countries before they got here. And they have to be fluent in that language. So they probably at the minimum speak 2 languages fluently. We speak 1 barely. These niggas still saying specific instead of Pacific. And that bothers me. God damn it. Or however the fuck it goes.
They say English, our English. American English is the hardest.
It's the hardest one because we borrow from Latin. We borrow from a lot of old Gaelic languages. It's a hard language to learn. So,
all right, now that was hella dope. My brother, man, listen, he not just funny. That nigga got a big ass brain in his big ass head.
Thank God my head big, right?
See, I knew that's what they call him Big Rich. I refuse to believe the rest of that shit these bitches be talking.
My hat size is equator, y'all. It's equator.
hey, some of that knowledge is in them dimples. Look,
yes, now you want to stick your finger in his dimples. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm sick of this. You know what? I quit. Fuck this. No. Anyhow, this is the point in time right now to where I ask my guests a few questions, and then we're gonna do some comedic drills because we're gonna,
let's go.
Okay, good. God damn it. Okay, so tell us about you. Where are you from? And what is your passion in life?
Whoa. All right, east side of Cleveland.
Now, is that east side of Cleveland or is that East Cleveland?
East side of Cleveland.
There's a difference, niggas. I just learned that. It's a difference, niggas.
It really is.
That's what I say. My memory is broken up into sections, mainly section 8, because that's how we live. I'm a Glenville kid. I'm Glenville all day, but I lived a large part of my life in the Collinwood area too. But shout out to Glenville, East High.
Fuck you, Popeye.
Go ahead, that's how I moved around. But yeah, I'm Glenville. I'm a 10-5 baby.
All right, next question.
Shout
out to Cuz from Glenville Junior. Again, Junior.
Yeah, Ted Ginn. Senior.
Hey, man, y'all got the, I don't know, they catching footballs. I don't know if they're dribbling.
State champs. He going to the Hall of Fame.
See, I recognize that from sports, and I don't even watch that shit, but check it out, though.
I never knew you guys were 10-5. I'm a West Side girl, so I didn't know it was 10-5.
This nigga grew up in Lakewood.
105th. No, I did
real
not.
Lakewood,
grow up in Lakewood.
It's definitely the 10-5.
I did not grow up in Lakewood.
All right,
I'm a West Side girl.
Maria.
Yes, it is so scary. Maria, it is so scary.
All right, so let's see. How have books, and any book you choose in particular, whatever, like your favorite, whatever one, how have book or books changed your particular view on life?
Ooh, well, I'll say one book in particular by Claude Anderson, Black Labor, White Wealth. And just once you know how you got somewhere, it's not by a curse, it's not by happenstance, it's by design. It really changes how you approach life and how you feel about life. I guess my whole thing is I want people to know who they are, especially my people. But I think that our knowledge, the knowledge that we have, is important for everybody to know, because if you feel inferior, there's somebody walking around feeling superior.
Absolutely.
And we need to know that we all on the same playing field. If we don't know now, we all Americans, y'all.
All right, so here we go. What goals are you pursuing right now?
Well, you know what? It's funny you say that. So one of my main goals is to put together a special for comedy, but not not only for myself, but for several other people to have that platform. I want to look at it like the music industry. So when you get these guys that are young ladies that rap, sing, what have you, they'll do a project. And this is what I really admire about musicians. They'll go out, they'll make an album, they'll go promote it. We as comedians, we do a lot of shows, we do a lot of things, but we don't make albums. We don't make anything that's going to last and stand the test of time. There is ASCAP out there. There is DistroKid out there for us. There are ways that we can make money doing what we do. We can sell this to Tubi. People act like being on Tubi is a bad thing. Tubi be paying. Tubi
Get that money. Get that money.
So I'll never be as bad in comedy as I am now.
Yeah.
So each time you're gonna graduate, you're gonna move forward, you're gonna become better. You're gonna become better. My man Timbuktu gonna become better. So why not get where you at now and have it for posterity's sake? Yeah, maybe it ain't the best special, but it's you. And then you grow from there. So my next thing is to have a special probably by the end of this year, and then I'm doing some festivals because I want good tapes of me on stage that I can send out to other people that grow my brand.
I do. It's crazy. I do comedy.
You know what's crazy? Because back in the day, that's what all the you got records of
Richard Pryor,
Red Fox,
Bill Cosby.
Yes,
Absolutely.
all the old school comedians, they're on record.
Yeah.
Every last one of them have a record.
They have a record.
I mean,
Every
shit, that's
last
what we
one.
grew up. I mean, me, myself speaking, they used to have like a record party. They used to snort cocaine off of the record, the thing, and then they used to kick the kids out and be like, go in there. We used to be listening at the door.
Then they get drunk and come down, do that dance.
Yeah, do that dance. And I was Michael Jackson. This is part of my routine. I ain't gonna give away my whole routine, but I was the entertainment for the Mexicans and the blacks.
Hey, shout out to Rudy Ray Moore. Watch that movie that Eddie Murphy did about him. He laid the blueprint.
Jungle deep.
But he laid the blueprint of what we need to be doing. And now it's even easier. Now it's harder to get famous. This sounds funny because you think you could just get on the internet and do that. But when you actually have talent and you ain't just getting lucky and you want people to see it, you got to have that grind and hustle.
Goddamn right.
Rudy Ray Moore.
That Dolomite.
Dolomite.
Yeah. That's actually a good movie on
Excellent
Netflix.
Excellent movie.
Man. But yeah, it's a good movie. Okay, next question. Who has made the most influence in your life?
My mother. Definitely my mama.
Shout out to Miles.
Mama,
Okay.
I love you.
You know, I'm a mama's boy, so it's mama all day.
I can't identify with that, and nobody knows why. Here goes the next question. Who do you admire the most, dead or alive?
Dead or alive? Ooh, that's a. I admire anyone who has went. I admire Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, Dr. John Henrik Clark. I admire Professor Walter Williams. I admire Claude Anderson. I admire the people who took the chance to put their life on the line for me to have the knowledge that I have and to be the ungrateful bastard that I've become.
Boy, you get the dopest answers right here on the Grape Vine in the Vineyard. You hear that shit from the funniest nigga in the city? Hey, listen, Cyrus K. Holmes. I didn't know neither. Charlie Holmes. Hey, this fool is fucking funny and shit, fool. Hey, listen. Okay. Hey,
I meant to say
Somebody phone near the mic. Somebody gotta move their phone away from the mic.
It's Ebony. Goddamn Ebony.
Harriet Tubman. I can't forget Harriet Tubman. And the women in the struggle. A lot of times our sisters get lost. So she's the easiest, but Sojourner Truth. You have a lot. Fannie Lou Hamer. Shout out to Fannie Lou.
Oh no, we're not done yet. We going hold on now. When have you grown the most in your life, and what caused that growth?
It's funny. I think it's an ever growing thing.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's one thing in particular because I've grown a lot within the last 3 years just doing comedy. I've had to deal with a different level of person. So I was in corporate sales for a long period of time. And in corporate sales, you pretty much know what you're up against. Your numbers dictate how they treat you. I go on these award trips the whole nine. You know when you're doing well and when you're not.
Right.
Dealing with this is the first time I had to deal with personalities and people. So I had to grow in the way that I deal with people. And I have to be more discerning as far as to, okay, I know to cut this person off. I know to how to deal with this person. I like giving everybody a chance. But I had the most growth, I would say, within the last 3 years.
And what prompted that?
The fact that I'm growing in a different direction. I was going privately, like you build your own life in private.
Yes.
So
shut the fuck up with your shit, Grape.
Yeah. So nobody knows you when you're working at a job. Nobody knows you when you're a corporate in America or working for the public. But once you start performing and people start to know your name and start to know you, that makes it adds a little bit of difficulty. So when I see people like, I could just imagine, could you imagine being Beyonce and people could make up anything about you? You turn on the internet and all of a sudden it's just BS.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I want to be famous as much as I want to be impactful.
That's dope as fuck. She got me thinking too. Okay, so what is your spirit animal?
You know, everybody want to think like they're a lion, they this. I say I'm more of I had a dog, a cane corso, a Connie corso.
That's a big ass goddamn dog. Yeah. Shit.
And I loved him. I saw he taught me what passive aggressiveness is, but I would think I'm more of a Saint Bernard. You know,
that's good shit.
Big comforter, but will kill you if he had to.
If I had to, I'd rather drool on you, Turner and hooch head ass nigga.
Well, but why don't you get some of this brandy that's around my neck?
It's around my neck, that little fancy ass barrel.
A barrel of brandy for you, be out.
My name is Bernard. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get into the next thing before we get into these comedic drills that I have set up for us. Top 5 comics local.
Ooh.
Ha! We put niggas under the gun. Click, click.
Wow.
Tim, look at him like, nigga, I'm gonna smash you one of these cities.
Top 5 local.
Top 5 local, brother.
Ooh. But you know, this is all a matter of taste.
That's your taste, yeah.
It's all a matter of taste, man. You know,
top 5 local.
You did this on purpose. You must know people be getting bent out of shape when I make lists. So
come on now, don't do that to them.
Let me tell you who some of
work on your game if you want to be the top 5 dead or alive.
Well, I'm gonna tell you who's probably the top 1. And a lot of us need to aspire to be like this brother is Mike Head.
I'm not
and see, there's a reason you're not. Mike Head he's mastered the art of his comedy. He knows who he is as a person. Nicest guy, talented, handsome. He has all the skills, down to earth like a mug. Will help anybody.
Yeah.
So
what's the name?
Mike Head.
Shout out to Mike Head.
Mike Head.
Yeah, shout out to
he is hilarious.
Mike Head. If you're out there somewhere, I want to get in contact with you because I want you to be a part of what we got going on here with this thing of ours.
Yeah.
Oh, he's handsome.
So
but you can shut your motherfucking ass up. God damn.
Yeah, he won 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll just leave it like that.
That's the safe way out.
That's cheating.
Is that cheating?
That's cheating.
Yeah, he took the safe way out.
Come on with it though.
Well, here's some honorable mentions because you know I got people that really look out for me. You know, I got a lot of people that show me love. So it's not that if I don't say your name, it's not that I don't think you dope, but it's certain people that I see that
I disrespect this nigga that I say my name.
So Mike Head is the total package for comedy. There's no reason why he shouldn't be a household name. So you know, maybe it's the luck of the draw or something like that, but he has all the talent.
He sacrificed somebody.
He has all the talent.
Illuminati and the bootleg society. Blood must be drawn.
Yeah, he knows drug structure. He could do impressions. Brother code.
Yeah.
You know, then you got somebody like a Rob Ward. You know, Rob Ward, I can pick up the phone anytime. He gonna offer me great advice. This guy's moving through. Kevin Hart handpicked him to be on the show. He's been on Showtime at the Apollo. Right now, him and Tank.
Shout out to Rob Ward. Tank with a C.
Him and Tank out there at Iron Harbor. You know,
making noise.
Yeah, Tank, my little brother. You
shout
know, I love Tank.
Though. Shout out to Cuz, though.
Tank, the best host in Northeast Ohio, and now he's becoming the best feature actor. I doubt it's gonna take him long to be the best headliner.
Do you mind if I give a shameless plug? May 27th. RLP Nation and my brother Al Gennaro, and we on the whole committee.
Yeah.
May 27th is our first fundraiser for the RLP Nation, for the camps, for everything that we got going on. It's a cool event. It's to raise awareness for kids who suffer from depression, violence in the streets, all these things that our kids are really fighting against that we're trying to talk about right now. It's a dope event to get behind. Tank with a C is headlining it. We got a humongous lineup of talent, and we got a beautiful.
Take What to See is actually hosted.
I just said, did I say something different?
You
said
did,
he
but
was
don't worry about
headlining.
it. Don't worry about it.
That's why I can't.
He
stand
host
this
liner. He gonna host line.
Oh yeah. He's a host liner. You know, I just
and not in a negative way. Not in a negative way.
But anyhow, no, we do have some cool things lined up. And not only that, we got them like, man, the summer about to be lit with this comedy shit. Can you dig it?
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, shout out my man Tyrone. I think that Tyrone gonna have all the tools. When it's done, it ain't nobody who got a pen like Tyrone. Once he get his performance to match that pen, that boy gonna be
man.
He's almost there.
Honestly, I thought you was about to say he was number one.
Listen, I thought Tyrone. Yeah. Listen, check the list and make sure this nigga ain't on it, Tyrone. Goddamn.
You know, and then my man John Armstrong is a beast. You know,
shout out John Armstrong.
He is cold.
Crazy.
And then my mentor, John King, who's taking me under his wing.
Shout out to OG John King.
Showed me a lot of things. Then I just leave it at that. I mean, at this point, it's so many cold people in here.
We're not done yet, though, sir.
Okay, go for it.
Top 5 of all time.
Oh, all time. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, George Carlin, Dave Chappelle. So getting to the 5th one is hard.
Yeah, ain't it?
Because Bill Cosby, he has more albums than anybody else.
Take the pill,
20 specials.
Take the pill.
Bill Cosby was doing comedy for a year and a half before he made it on television. The guy's just amazing.
Yeah, I think they set him up when he wanted to buy NBC myself.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Where
the fuck is Jeffrey?
He was.
On the plane, Jeffrey
Jeffrey
from the plane. You got to be OG to know about Jeffrey on the plane.
Jeffrey.
You know about Jeffrey on the plane?
No, y'all help me on.
Oh no, I'm gonna send you the.
You've never seen Bill Cosby do the Jeffrey thing about the lady that got on the plane with her son?
You know what?
And by the time she got to
was
her
that Bill Cosby himself? Was
that
one?
That was his stand-up. Okay.
And by the time he got to his destination, he said she got off the plane and her hair was a mess, and Jeffrey was asleep in her arms. But the whole time on the plane, she was Jeffrey.
We gonna fuck Jeffrey up, bitch.
I do got to mention somebody who I think that everybody overlooked. This guy named Martin Lawrence, man. He has such an impact on me.
Come on, man. Def Comedy Jam, Martin. Come on.
Fuck him, girl.
Fuck him.
He might be the greatest host.
The water was
I think
glistening
he might be the
all over
greatest
your
host that ever lived.
body.
Yeah.
He just had a way of connecting with you. He wasn't the greatest joke writer, but something about his energy.
Yeah, his energy was
just
amazing before they stripped. You gotta understand.
Before he had that stroke.
Wrong with him?
When he had that stroke,
They
he
all
never
had that listen, unfortunately, they all have a stroke, an aneurysm, an overdose, a drowning, a gunshot to the back of the head, or something similar to that. As soon as they start making an aggressive move, we'll talk about that in another show. I have another question for you,
Talk to
brother.
me.
Now, you are.
Shout out to some more too.
Oh shit! You still got that PS5, baby? Because I can tell you like this.
Does anybody know who Samore's sister is?
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about
Nia
her
Long.
sisters.
Yes, Nia Long is Samore's sister.
You can keep that bitch. Samore, do you still got that PS5? Yes or no? Holla, I still got some stamina. I can still do some burpees, bitch, some up downs. Do you got that PS5? Yes or no? Email me at Grape Vine.
I want to see you do a burpee.
I want to see you shut the fuck up and try comedy.
Do a burpee.
Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, we have guests, and don't make me fart like that, Tim. We have guests still.
Why you
okay, now you, Mr. Grant,
talk to me.
You are definitely what I would call hood rich, hood famous, superstar all across.
Have you been to his house yet?
No,
my bad. Okay, keep going.
No, I mean, like, okay, so to me, you got this shit on lock. You have all the appearances. You on the road, and even though you know what I mean. Like, I don't know what your financial situation is as far as getting paid for this shit, but let's just say that you were put in a position to elevate.
That's it.
To that next tax bracket. Would you wear that dress, sir?
You know, that's a funny question. Prior to coming into Right Knowledge, who knows? I mean, had I took off when I was a kid, yeah, probably I would have, you know, because I thought it was funny. I grew up watching Flip Wilson. I grew up, you know, that was just kind of part of comedy. You know, it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
But when you start to see, like, when I listened to Dave Chappelle tell that story about him doing this,
And it's
skit,
a real thing. It's a ritual.
and they brought out this dress. He said, "No, I want to wear the dress," and then they had the new script within seconds. It's like, okay, wait, hold on, something ain't right. At this point in my life, no, and I wouldn't suggest that anybody else do it, but I wouldn't judge you if you did.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I wouldn't judge you if you did. So it's my preference at this age, especially. No, I ain't putting on the dress.
What about a skirt?
Now, that's important. Is it a mini skirt, or how's my thighs gonna look? My ass gonna be popping?
No, we gonna
have some bloomers on. You know what?
Give him
bloomers
a
is?
kilt.
Yeah, kilt.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was saying
I'm
kilt.
gonna next you with a kilt on with an accordion.
Well, yeah, a kilt. Yeah, because of the cultural significance of it.
Absolutely.
You know,
That's why I
people know
said
the
it.
difference. So yeah, a kilt, yeah, something like that. Or if it's some like a Mandingo warrior type outfit, it just look like that.
Yeah, straws is the string.
But
nigga,
you talking about a
basically.
wedding dress.
Wakanda forever.
Loincloth, nigga. Loincloth.
Yeah.
Shit.
I get a lot more fans if I did that.
All right, now here goes where we get loose just a little bit to see how much we go with this shit. You have some cards in front of you. You can feel free to flip them over.
All right.
All right, what's the first one you said?
It says women.
Women. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to construct a quick joke. Mind map.
Mind map it.
Mind map it. You make 4 legs. I'll make 4 legs. And we're going to tell the joke about women.
All right, y'all. So what we doing right here, this mind map. Shout out to Robert Coleman. That's
Shout out to Uncle Rob.
That's another dope, underrated comedian. That guy, he uses all the tools of comedy. So we're doing something called mind mapping. So in the middle here, we got women, and then we're going to draw lines. So we got to think, when you think of women, okay, you say beautiful.
Tampons.
that was the woman that said that.
That was my thank you. I'm done. So now
minstrel.
so you we only get 4 legs. We get the body, then we get 4 legs, and then we get a couple minutes to do our routine with these 4 legs.
Okay, tampons.
Because we have to go next. I got tampons too.
Okay. And then they children.
Is that your 4th one?
Yeah, that's my 4th.
Okay, because we still have some more exercises to go. So what I'll do is I'll go first because you're the champ. So I'm gonna have to prove my fucking funniness to you, nigga.
Prove nothing to me.
Oh shit, bullshit. What is it about women? Huh? I don't give a fuck what type of woman it is, how big your booty is, how little your booty is. You motherfuckers lay there across the bed and jiggle. No matter how much jiggle it is back there, y'all jiggle like a motherfucker. Sometimes it's a cheek, sometimes it's not a cheek. And what in the fuck is going on with these goddamn credit cards? I don't trust the credit cards. What the fuck? My wife tells me every time we get a chance, freeze your card.
Hell yeah.
Freeze your card, goddamn. I learned how to freeze my card. That son bitch became unfroze. Nigga, I can get hit by Apple, Verizon, the car wash, HDMI, Pornhub. Goddamn, they all give me just gosh, mind your business. Okay, now.
OnlyFans too, huh?
You might as well tell all my business. But speaking of my wife, farts. How about farts? She has way more superior farts than me. You would think this motherfucker got a booty Tim size. I don't understand how she beats me. I will sit there all day without farting just to muster up a fart strong enough to try to face this motherfucker and fart off. And that's exactly how my farts go. That boom, and this motherfucker be like, the grapes be blowing, nigga, her little whatever the fuck it is, that motherfucker about to rip in half. You know what I'm saying? And shit, tampons. I don't know why this motherfucker sent me on a mission to get no tampons because she has a heavy cycle. She has a heavy flow. So I'm up here looking for motherfucker with extra elastic wings. I'm looking for dark winged duck. Basically, I don't know who the fuck I'm looking for up here. But now it's your turn.
Okay. So what I did is I went women and then I chose I went off her tampon and I went off my menstrual. So I'm at the age now where, when women I wouldn't have a menstrual cycle. You know what I mean? The only cycle they ain't gonna be on is a Peloton, you know? Only period they have is at the end of a sentence is what I'm talking about. I like menopausal women, post-hysterectomy women, ones that she get hot and cold and you got to wipe the sweat off her mustache. She go through 24 seasons every night. You go to bed. You go to bed in the sauna. You wake up in the refrigerator, her freezer. So then tampons. Tampons. We need to change the name. Call them coochie diapers. That's what you like. My sister, she ran out of toilet tissue one time. I took a tampon. I don't know if you know tampons, they come in the thing. So my nose was bleeding. I catch nosebleeds at the change of every season. True story. Yeah. So she came back from the hospital. She had a kid. I took the tampon. My nose started bleeding. I put it in my nose. What I didn't know, women, is that when tampons get wet, they expand.
Yes.
It was like 3 times the size of my nose. And the problem with it is, I think my nose liked it. I'm like, this motherfucker look gay. I was at cocktails last night. I don't know. So.
All right, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. We almost out of time, and there's still some more drills I wanted to do with you, right? That was great. The mind map was great, brother. Shout out to you, man. Yeah. And thank you for keeping me on. I'm on my shit. You know what I mean? Okay, so now we have some scenarios. Turn over whatever scenario you choose. You pick one person, I'll be the next person. We doing some improv type shit.
Oh, let's go.
Come on, you got the cards in front of you.
So flip this.
Yeah,
okay.
Pick one.
This is improv.
Yes.
Kid with bad grades.
So you want to be the kid or the dad?
No, you be the kid because you
be the dad.
I'll be the straight man.
We got 3 of them to go. So come on with it.
Okay. Great. How the hell did you get 3 Fs on your report card?
That asked if I was fucking funny or if I was farting.
Okay, you gonna get fucked up. That's what I'm saying.
On to the next one.
Right. Improv. Drunk driver, police.
Police or drunk driver man.
Okay, I'll be the drunk driver this time. I'll let you. So,
do you realize you were swerving and doing 16 miles an hour in a 70 mile an hour zone, sir?
Officer, I'm just telling you, I wanted to test how far these lines were. Was that yellow line on the right side or was this one on the right side? I'm helping you do your job, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for helping me do my job. On to the next one, brother.
All right. Improv, judge and drunk driver. I'll be the judge, you be the drunk driver. There you go.
Come on, judge.
All right, Mr. Bradley.
What?
This is the 3rd time you appeared in my court for drunk driving. What do you have to say for yourself?
You sure can't count good you on it, goddamn.
90 days in jail. 90 days in jail.
Party plates. How many days is that?
Party plates. You about to
Party next one, brother.
All right, bro.
This should be your personal one.
All right.
You should love this one. You should love this one.
Dad
Pay attention to you.
Kids stealing snacks. This is low-hanging fruit once again.
It's low-hanging fruit, right? Who you want to be?
You know what low-hanging fruit? You know
the song, the meaning behind that with slaves.
Well, no, I was just gonna talk about no. That's DJ when he's at the end of the pull-up.
Shout out to DJ, man.
Shout out to my little brother DJ.
DJ going crazy. Hey, you know a funny story? Like, I didn't want to be offensive last night, but me and Tyrone, we sit there. Tyrone say, "I bet you think you big shit in here, huh? You just like, the pick of the litter, right?" DJ gonna say, "You know what? They all above my age bracket." I say, "Shit, why don't you try to find you a sugar person?"
Yeah.
No, I said sugar person.
Smart move. Politically correct.
I didn't want to be offensive.
You used the right pronoun.
Hey, Tyrone heard that shit. He said, "You need to use that." So now
that's a good one.
Sugar person. I want to get fucked up in there first of all, because don't nobody want to lose the fight to one of them.
I just want to know why they had 6 lottery machines in there.
Like a hella gambling, betting, sport machines.
What the hell? Does being gay make you gamble more? That's what I want to know.
So.
The G game.
All right, come on with the last
okay, one. So man, I got a whole little thing about this. It's,
we're good. This should be easy.
I tell you what, you be the kid, I'm gonna be the dad.
Come on with it.
Michael, did you eat those little Debbies that was in the pantry?
I don't even know no bitch named Debbie, Dad.
No, he didn't just say I know a bitch named Dad. Fuck you up. I'm old school black daddy.
I'd rather take that bitch whooping than I stealing your snack whooping. Fuck you, Dad.
And it is a different level of ass kicking.
You got that right. You feel me? But listen, man, is it another one?
No, that was it, man. That's pretty doggone good, man.
Well, man, I like to keep them sharp around here.
I have an honorable mention really quick.
Talk to.
off of all your favorite comedian. I have to tell you, Key Silly.
Woo!
Yes.
Oh,
Shout out to Key Silly.
My motherfucking Bristol.
Silly is absolutely amazing, and I just
love
started
her.
recently
I love her,
following
so-
her on Instagram. On Facebook. And one of my favorite posts she put out there was,
These ain't breasts, these man
no.
boobs.
She said another thing.
These
I
ain't-
don't have titties. I have man boobs.
All right, now before we leave,
I lost my shit
now
with that one.
before we leave,
Talk to me.
I'm gonna tell a joke. You're gonna tell a joke. We have 4 minutes, so we
I
have to
don't
be.
have jokes.
I'm talking about me and this man. So
Uh-huh.
one day, a horse walks into a bar. A man walks into the bar, and he goes over to the motherfucking bartender. He says, "Hey, man, let me tell you something." He whispered, the bartender's a horse. He whispered in his ear, and the horse. So he walks out. Same man comes back in about 2 weeks later. Same bar, same horse being the bartender. He whispers in his ear again. Takes him to the back room. The horse comes busting out. Horse crying like a motherfucker. Give cuz some money and shit. He said, "Hey man, what the fuck happened?" He said, "Man, when cuz came in here the first time, he told the horse, nigga, I got a dick bigger than yours." The horse laughed at him. He said, "What happened the second time?" He said, "Came in and he showed him."
That's funny.
Yo, Joe, brother. Yo, Joe,
All right.
before we hit the show.
All right, so it's a doctor's office. And the doctor's office is an old lady. She's sitting in a waiting room, and she's just looking kind of uncomfortable and fidgety, and she's just fidgeting around, and she keep moving, she keeps shifting, right? And then they call her in. They say, "Miss Johnson, can you come in? You can come into the doctor's office." So they take her back there to get the examination room, and she says, "Doc, I really need your help." She said, "I don't know what's going on. I keep passing gas, and they're silent, but they're dead. Like I just let 10 go. I just let 10 go in your waiting room. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. I let a silent but deadly one go now." He said, "Okay." And she's like, "So I need your help." He said, "Okay, silent but deadly." He said, "Nurse Betty, can you please give Miss Johnson some antacids in the hearing aid?"
She cutting them bitches loose. All right, man. Listen, man. This has been a fucking amazing show with my brother Rich Green, my co-host, my producer Timbuktu, and my wife, Lady Grape, whoever she is. Anyhow, man, we're gonna do this again because we had a whole lot of knowledgeable shit going on besides this funny shit going on. So from in the meantime and in between time, or whatever they say, from the Pacific to the Pacific coast to the Pacific most, nigga, from the pineapple to the big apples, from the Golden Gate to the frozen state. We'll see you niggas next week right here on the Grape Show. God damn it.
Peace.
Peace.
Go Grapevine, go. Go Grapevine, 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 go Grapevine.
Hey yo, it's Friday, my day, I'm about to get loose. So grab the switch of sweet, a bag of tree, and Tito's to the juice. Your coke in your head, boy, we at it again. Gotta love the grapevine, you should be telling a friend. Never shy, hella fly, even the birds see the finest. And you can't out TP, so call me your highness. I'm Charlie Brown, your highness, boy, I'm nice with the shit. Golden bars like Fort Knox, boy, I'm tight with the spit. Boy, you might get hit with a dose of this shit. The type of game I spit, I try to reach your brains with the shit.